Hey, what's up guys? Joe here from Xtreme Xperience. Today we are going to check the treadwear and just how these tires are wearing on this Ferrari F430. It's something very important that we do around the racetrack to make sure that the tires are wearing evenly, make sure they're at the right PSI, and that way we can keep it safe out there and get the most performance out of the tire. Just like these guys. So when you're going in a braking zone, you want to make sure you've got the right PSI and treadwear going on. So to start with, we always start out, we always go to what the manufacturer recommends in the morning. So we can start them out at, this Ferrari's at 32 PSI all the way around. So throughout the day, the tires warm up. And if they get too hot, they'll start to wear too much in the middle of the tire. And that way, you know, they wear unevenly, and that's not good. So the first thing we want to do is just check the pressure. And on this big, gigantic gauge here, we'll see that it's right at 36 PSI. That's actually okay that it's above the cold spec, because that is the cold spec. It's what the cold tires should be at 32. They can raise up. We don't want to go much higher than that though. But on different tracks and stuff, the PSI might not matter as much. So what we do is, and if you want to bring it in close here, this around the tire, this is called the wear bar. This is where most people don't even realize this. On your tire, there's an area to show you where your tire is wearing to. So we could look right down at this and see there's hot rubber, it's fresh rubber, it's wearing right to the wear bar. That's perfect. Another rule of thumb is we just use a white marker. It's another tool we use. So as we mark that throughout the day, we can see if this starts getting erased right up to that wear bar, that's perfect. And if it's wearing up too high, if we're seeing the marker disappear up here, that means that there's way too much PSI in this tire, way too much air in the tire, so we gotta bleed it out. If it's wearing too low down here, that means the tire's rolling over, the sidewall's not supporting it like it should, and that means we gotta put some air in it. So that's how we measure that's how we measure the PSI. Now throughout the day as well, we use this little depth gauge to actually measure, it's hard to compete with Lamborghinis, to measure how much the tire's wearing on the inside. So it's hard to see, but down in here, I'll stick this gauge down into the treadwear, or into the tread, and I can see that this thing is still at 7 millimeters. That's plenty of tread depth. It's still up there in the green. And we'll do that on the outside. So we're at 7. And then we'll do it deep in the tire. And we're at 7. And on the inside. And we are at 7. So it's wearing evenly across the tire, and that's perfect. So we'll do that on all the corners, on all the cars throughout the day. And that's how we make sure our tires wear evenly.